Not playing Best Ball DraftKings, you're missing out. Here's what you need to know. DraftKings Best Ball Millionaire Contest is the biggest fantasy contest ever. We're talking $15 million in guaranteed prize pool with two millionaires being crowned for first and second place. If you're a set it and forget it type, then Best Ball is for you. No waiver wires, no roster management, bigger rosters so injuries won't end your season. Only the draft, and that's it. You're set for the season. Still not convinced? Check this out. This year, DraftKings is offering everyone draft one, get one special. Your $20 entry fee scores a bonus ticket. Get in on the best ball action. Download DraftKings app. Use code Shannon. That's code Shannon. All customers who enter NFL Best Ball 15 Millionaire Contest to get a bonus ticket and get a shot at being crowned one of 2 millionaires. Only on DraftKings. The days are warmer, the walks are longer, and one easy way to help your dog shine this season is with fresh, healthy food from Farmer's Dog. Farmer's Dogs make fresh, real food and delivers it right to your door. Recipes are developed by vet nutritionists, made from real meat and veggies, and proportioned just for your dog, making it easy to say goodbye to burnt brown balls. Feed your dog real food with real benefits. My Pomeranian Teddy loved the stuff, and his coat has never looked better. It's smart, healthy pet food you can feel good about feeding your pup. It's the best option for your dog of all life stages because it's not kibble, it's not canned goo, it's real healthy food. And it doesn't matter if your dog is young or old, it's always the right time to begin investing in their health. That means more happy, healthy, full years together. Get 50% off the first box of your fresh, healthy food from farmersdog.com/nightcap. Plus, you get free shipping. Just go to farmersdog.com/nightcap to get 50% off. That's farmersdog.com/nightcap. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap Olympic Edition style. And boy,
beautiful.
Please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please, guys, make sure you go out and subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. And remember, thanks to you, every subscriber matters, and this is how we were able to move up the charts like we have, thanks to your support. I am your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He is your favorite number 85, the route runner extraordinaire, the bingo ring of fame honoree, the legendary, the Pro Bowler, the all-pro, Liberty City's own. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. And again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining us. Please make sure you go check out Shea by Laportier. We have it back in stock. It will not take that long to get delivered to your door if it's not in stores in a city or a state that you're in. So again, thank you for your support and your patience. Please make sure you go follow my media company page on all platforms. That's Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84. That's 84 spelled out. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Guys, we told you what we're going to try to do. We make sure we're going to try to have current and former athletes to break down some of the Olympics. And ladies, do we have a great interview for you later today? Gabby Thomas, stop by. But first, Ocho.
Yeah.
I've been trying to tell you. I said, Ocho.
Yes, sir.
Serbia is going to be their toughest task. I said, what happens if they hit 23s? They were on pace. They hit 15. There was 15 to 30 going into the fourth quarter. They went 0 for 9.
Yeah.
And the U.S. team men, they tightened it down.
Yeah.
There was a reason. Only 3 guys received an invitation without trying out. LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant.
Right.
The committee says if you guys want to play, you can be on the team. No questions asked, no tryouts, no anything. And if you look at that fourth quarter, you look at what LeBron did. Steph Curry was sensational, was great, was amazing. Chef Steph, whatever you want to call him, for the entirety of the game.
Right.
Kevin Durant. And then you got Joel Embiid, who had his best game by far.
Crazy work.
Now the U.S. will face France in the gold medal round. They trail by as many as 17, trail by as many as 13 points entering into the fourth quarter. Ocho, I know you was like, damn.
Listen, I was watching at the beginning, and I'm watching the game. I'm like, I remember Unc saying, well, in order for Serbia to have a chance to win, they got to be efficient. They got to hit their threes and hit their shots. And I'm watching the game. I'm like, ain't no way in hell, based on what I saw in the first half, they not finna be able to keep up this volume of shooting and making all these shots. If I'm not mistaken, it looked like they might have been 9 for 9, 7 for, it might, maybe 5, whatever it might have been. And Curry kept answering back. I was like, I'm looking like, man, USA boy, y'all scaring me now. Y'all scaring me because I've been talking trash. I've been talking trash, and it got to a point. Now I don't mean to skip from the first quarter all the way to the end of the game. It got to the point I seen people rumbling, why Jason Tatum not in, why Jason Tatum not playing, Embiid balling, Curry balling, LeBron doing what he's doing, would not be denied, and all of a sudden, I'm like, ain't no way in hell these boys listen to Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr ain't running them plays. Man, that boy playing AAU ball. I tell you, I swear for God, I guarantee you, if you talk to KD, you talk to Steph, or you talk to LeBron, them boys started doing their own thing toward the end and say, you know what, we got to win this. Them boys were playing AAU ball. Hot man get the ball.
Well, they buckled down. Well, Steph Curry was pretty much hot, and he needed this game because Steph hadn't shot the ball well, and he definitely hadn't shot the 3-ball well. So they really needed him to play like he played today in today's game. LeBron has been LeBron. LeBron has been incredibly efficient. He's shooting over 60% from the floor. He's doing a great job of facilitating. We know he's a great passer of the ball, and he's doing an outstanding job of rebounding the ball. Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant. He had that one game where it was, he got hot in the first, made all his threes, and the game was still closer than I thought it should have been. Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant. But Joel Embiid, in the fourth quarter, he was sensational. And you look at the way they played, Ocho, you look at Kevin Durant get down on the defensive stance. You look at Devin Booker get down on the defensive stance. LeBron James says, hey, let me bang with Yoke for a little while. Right. You take a guy, hey, he ain't no threat outside, but let me bang with him. Hey, we'll switch off here and there, but for the most part, let me bang. Steph in a defensive stance. They knew this was going to be the upset of upsets. This is not 2004 where they sent a young LeBron, a young D Wade, a team that was hodgepodge. A lot of pieces, talented players, but pieces that didn't fit.
Right.
You cannot lose with LeBron, with Steph, with KD, with all the Joel Embiid, all these guys.
Yeah.
Man, Ocho, they clamped it down.
Yeah.
What did they score in the fourth quarter? The U.S. outscored them 32-15 in the fourth quarter, and they needed it.
That was too close for comfort. That was too close for comfort. And Serbia came out, man. They came out looking so good, man. I don't know how to pronounce Young Bull last name, right? Who was making fun of who went to Melo when he hit the 3 and he did Melo.
Bogdanovic.
Boy, listen, them boys from behind that arc. But them boy was looking good. But I was like, man, the Serbians ain't come to play. So I'm nervous. I've been talking trash on here. I got people sending me, you know what, if USA lose, I'm finna blame Ocho. He jinxed us. I'm like, come on, man. What I got to do with that? Everybody else cheering for us too. But that was a good game. It just that scare is don't do that.
That's what happens, Ocho. I mean, that's you talking about one game.
Yeah.
Team get hot from behind the 3. You fall behind. The basket gets bigger. The ball gets smaller. It goes into the and like all of a sudden you're looking around like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I say so when you look at it from a matchup standpoint, Serbia, I think they matched up very well with us. Obviously, I mean the way they played, obviously they shot great from mid-range. They shot great from 3. How does France match up? Do you see France as an easier matchup as opposed to Serbia?
Well, here's the thing. Wemby is the neutralizer because Wemby, you can stand in the lane as long as you want to. Ain't no 3 seconds.
Right.
You can goaltend the ball. You can knock the ball off the rim, and so he can do a lot of that.
Right.
I think the thing is that, and they haven't been playing Rudy Gobert a whole lot. I think he only played 5 minutes, maybe another game. The game before that, he played 3 minutes.
Well, he's a liability on defense, huh? He's a liability. On offense. I'm sorry.
He's a liability. But hey, that's neither here nor there. But and at this juncture, damn your feelings.
Right.
We're trying to win gold. So I understand Rudy Gobert. You are 3-4-time defensive player of the year. You got this big contract. I understand Jason Tatum. You signed the biggest contract in NBA history. You just won a championship. You on the cover of 2K. You just on the cover, Sports Illustrated. We're trying to win now. So you got a long playing ride to get over your feelings. We're trying to win this goal. And that's what it comes down to. And Steve Kerr went with the guys that are the guys that have been in more big moments than anybody, especially the big three. Now, Book has played in the NBA Finals. Joel Embiid has never been there. But you needed that presence because, like you said, there's no 3 seconds. So what did Joel Embiid do? Go bang his butt down that side? Yeah. I say, hey, do what you do in the NBA. NBA. Go down inside and make them foul you. Yeah. Or lay the ball up in the basket. That's what he did. Yep. Book didn't have the shot going outside. He was only 2 or 4. He only took 4 shots. I mean, the U.S. shot 57% from the floor. They shot 50% from the 3. Had Steph Curry not been Steph Curry in the first half.
In the beginning? It wouldn't have been. They would have lost.
He kept them attached. Because they could always see the tail light. They were never able to run and hide. And so now, and I was like, dang, they get to 6, and the next thing you know, it's 15, it's 13, 15.
Yeah.
But I believe the play of the game, Ocho, they were down like 10. Kevin Durant hit a 3, and then they get a flagrant on Jokic for running over AD and pushing him into Kevin Durant. Yeah. Now we got 3, and then Book comes and hit a 3. So that's a 6. That's a 6-point swing right there.
Put it back in.
Now you right back in love again. And LeBron, I think LeBron, dipped his shoulder and got a fade away. He drove the basket. Kevin Durant, but Steph was the one that when Steph came off that screen and he shot it the 3, and I like, damn, it popped up. I said, get in there. And when it got in there, I was like, okay, we got to leave a little breathing room. Yeah. But LeBron came down, he found Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant hit a little like a 15-foot jumper. They gave him some breathing room, and then they fouled Steph, and then Steph, that was the end of it.
That was all she wrote.
That was all she wrote. But they needed, you need your Ocho. You do know this was going to be if Steph Curry, LeBron, and Kevin Durant's not on this team. Right. You do know they're not. U.S. is not winning gold.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
They're not winning gold.
You can see it. You can see it. Well, hold on. How about this? Now that you say that, you think about how even without the experience, let's say you take Steph, you take Brown, you take KD out, and you replace them with some of the bench. 3 of your best players on the bench. You don't think they win gold still?
No. LeBron James played 32 minutes. Steph Curry played 33 minutes. Kevin Durant off the bench played 24 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Nobody else off the bench played more than 13. That's Ant-Man. Derek White played 7. AD played 10. Bam played 10. Holiday played 20. So they're big guns. LeBron James, 32 minutes. Joel Embiid, 27 minutes. Devin Booker, 24 minutes. Steph Curry, 33 minutes. Kevin Durant, 24 minutes.
Now, but did you understand what I was asking? Now, I was hypothetically speaking. If they weren't here, and you were to take KD, Steph, and LeBron out, let's say they weren't here. Is there anybody from the bench that can fill in for the production that they have or that they bring to the table? No,
because ain't nobody shooting the 3. Who's going to shoot the 3 to keep them attached? Because now, if Steph Curry is not hot in the first half, that's a 25, 30-point lead. The game's over. He kept them attached.
Yeah.
He kept it a 13-point, a 15-point lead. That thing was teetering, about to go to 25, 30.
Yeah. Quick.
Yes.
Quick.
Yes. No.
Okay. No. I'm just curious. And
the thing is, everybody's so efficient. Steph shot the most. He shot 19 shots. 14 of them was threes. He was 9 of 14. They needed every shot. They needed every shot.
He was hitting them thing. Hey, hold on. Did you see the one out the corner?
Oh yeah, when he turned around,
the bench, and he turned around before the ball even went in.
I already know it's good.
Yes, sir.
So they only had 10 turnovers. They didn't turn the ball. LeBron had 2. Embiid had 3.
Yeah.
Holiday had 1. Curry had 2. And Ant-Man had 2. So they didn't have a whole lot of turnovers.
Yeah, that could have hurt them too.
25 assists, 10 turnovers. You can live with that.
Yeah, but off those turnovers, how many were points?
Well, but that's the thing. Because a lot of times, Ocho, what happens, if you turn the ball over, you don't even give your chance. You don't even get the ball a shot up.
Right.
And now you allow the other team to run out on you.
Right.
So, But congratulations to the men's team. They win a thriller over Serbia, fight their way into the gold medal game against France. The U.S. win 95-91, outscored the Serbians 32-15, holding the 0-9 from the three-point line. And I believe that was the difference in the ball game. Great fought, hard-fought victory. This is what, you want to be in these close games like this, because the last thing you want to do is be in the gold medal match and haven't had anything close. They know now.
Yeah. How you deal with adversity. How you respond to adversity. And they responded real well.
They will not underestimate the French team.
Right.
Because they're in France. So you know that thing's gonna be ruckus. Right.
Oh yeah, but they don't have no shooters like Serbia got now. I know that.
Nah, they got no shooters. They got Wemby. They got a couple of guys that can put the ball in that. But Ocho, they've played together for so long.
Yeah.
They know each other.
That's the advantage.
I mean, think about it. This team been together less than a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you can do, but I've got to figure out where you want the ball, where you need the ball. How do we get? Hey, they know back cuts and picks and things like that. And sometimes I think the U.S. overpassed the ball, trying to do too much. Right. But hey, Curry say, I'm riding my guns. Say what y'all want to say. Yeah, we'll discuss this later. But I love the way the U.S. team played, Ocho. And they win this ball game, shoot 57% from the floor, 50% from the three. They need to do a better job from the free throw line because they only shot 64% from the free throw line. Right. But they hold off a valiant effort. The Serb wanted this. Because they were hurt.
You could tell. They
were hurt, Ocho.
You could tell.
They wanted to brag. They wanted to go on and be on their network, say we beat the big bad Americans. But you're gonna have to wait. You got to wait another 4 years for that to happen.
Yeah. And when that 4 years come, they still ain't gonna win. They still ain't gonna win.
So congratulations, U.S. team. Ocho.
Yo.
Ceedee McLaughlin-Levrone wins gold in the 400 hurdles with a new world record. It's the 6th time she's broken the world record since 2021. Yeah. A new world record, 50.37. She's the first woman to ever repeat as the Olympic champ in the 400-meter hurdles. Only Glenn Davis. No, you don't know who that is, Ocho. But anyway,
I was there with Glenn Rand. Go ahead.
Won consecutive goals in the men's side, 1956 in Melbourne, 1960 in Rome. And then you had Edwin Moses, the great Morehouse grad. He won in 76 in Montreal. We boycotted Moscow in 80. And then in 84 in LA, he won. And then I think he won a bronze medal too in Seoul, didn't he? I think he got 2 goals and a bronze. But he was going to be heavy favorite. But you never know. Hey, the favorites don't always win. But if I'm not mistaken, Ash, I think he got a bronze. He might have got a bronze in Seoul. Okay. I didn't know. I asked him, you knew. You knew he got a. I didn't know, Ash. I didn't know. I thought he did though. But he's regarded as the greatest hurdler because Ocho, this joker went 10 years and never got beat. Over 110 races and never lost the finals.
Right.
So
special.
I'm trying to think who finally beat it. Was it Andre Phillips or Kevin Young? They didn't cover track like we do like now. That, you go on Peacock and they got the Diamond Leagues. But the only thing that you Andre Phillips. Ocho, I'm sorry, Ocho. I'm sorry, Ocho. I didn't mean to say Andre Phillips was the one that broke his streak. I'm sorry, Ocho. But anyway, they didn't cover it like they do now, Ocho.
Right.
Because the Olympics was always covered heavily. Even the World Championship wasn't covered like we covered them now. And so, you had to like pick and choose. I mean, you might read it, you might get a glimpse. And obviously the American athletes, especially like Edwin Moses or Carl Lewis, people that did things like that, they talked about them. But for the most part, it didn't get covered. But I'm not surprised by this. I've been trying to tell people, they keep trying to make this a rival. It's not a rival.
Yeah.
Femke Bol has never beaten Ceedee McLaughlin-Levrone. Because, Ocho, when you look at it, name something that she does better than Ceedee. She doesn't have the strength. Ceedee is a sub 49 400 meter.
She don't have the foot speed either.
She doesn't have the foot speed. Ceedee In the indoor season, she runs 60-meter hurdles. She'll run the shorter hurdles, the 100-meter hurdles. So she's working on technique. So you don't have the strength, you don't have the foot speed, you don't have the technique. So how do you beat her?
No,
but
you don't.
Today,
they needed
the moment got too big for it, Ocho.
You think so?
I heard. Did you hear a press conference?
No, what
she said, I can't explain it. It was a bad day, but the lactic acid at 300 meters in. When I got to about 300 meters, so 100 meters into the race, Ocho, she said, I felt the lactic acid already build up.
That's nerves.
Pressure. That's nerves.
Yeah, that's nerves. You got to stay. You got to stay relaxed.
You got to stay relaxed.
I'm not sure if she's one that's not used to the big moment, but Ceedee is used to those big moments. She's used to it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's still just a race when you can block out the fact that I'm representing my country. If you can block out the fact that I'm at the biggest stage, block out the fact that I'm at the Olympics, it's just another race. And that's the hard part to do. It's the hard part.
You can say that. That's what people say about the Super Bowl. Or it's just another. So why are there 70,000 people already in the stands? It is 2 hours before the game. It ain't like that. Why are all these people on the sidelines? Why is Denzel Washington? Why is all these famous people standing on the sideline when it's not like that before? And you know what? We've never gone on the road for a week before, been on a location for a week. We normally go in that Saturday, get there around 3:30, 4 o'clock, Ocho, and we back after. We've been here a week. Man, Sid laid down a blistering time.
Unbelievable.
We're going to talk about, and we talked to Mike about this. Look, no Bobby Kersey. I don't know him personally, but I know a lot of the guys that he trains. I know how he thinks. Bobby wants his athletes to leave legacies. And could it be a possibility she do both at the next Worlds in 25?
Do both.
Where she run the 400 hurdles and the open 400? Or does she bypass it? Say, okay, I'm gonna do the Worlds.
Right.
I'm gonna run the hurdles. I'm gonna try to get this thing even lower, maybe even 50.10, or maybe even sub 50. Right. And then for 28, I'm gonna contest the open 4. She's only 24 years of age. So even at 28, she'll still be in her prime. Right. And if she stays healthy, and you know Bobby Kersey, you got Bobby Kersey who trains, you got John Smith, his crew trains, Tanya Buford Bailey, who trains a lot of females out, Dennis Mitchell, who trains his group. But knowing Bobby the way that I've known him and studied his athletes, Bobby likes a challenge. Bobby's like, when you talk about my athletes, you talk about what they did, what they've done. Nobody else has ever done it.
Yes, sir.
And when we talk to Michael says nobody had ever even thought about doing it on the men's side until I did it.
Right.
Nobody's even come. I mean, the kahunas that you got to have to even. But Ocho, the 4 and the 2 in the same Olympics.
That's crazy, bro.
We've seen guys and gals drop down their 400 meters. We see Sharika Jackson.
Yeah.
She was a 400 meter. She got a bronze medal in the Worlds one year. Right. We see Fred Curley. He was a 400 meter guy. He dropped down. But to do both?
Yeah, that's
crazy. Why and that sprint double. It's really hard.
Yeah.
Anna Cockrell, she got the silver. In the 6 years since signing an eye-popping 7-figure deal with New Balance in 2018, she's racked up 10 major championships. That's Ceedee, McLaughlin-Levrone. She's won 4 U.S. championships, 3 Worlds, now 3 Olympic golds. She will run on the women's 4x4. So, hey, she about to get another one. And I told you, Femke, did you see that blistering leg, bro? I saw Femke got tied up at the mix last year when that girl tied her up.
Yeah.
Y'all actually thought that she was, if they got the baton at the same time, y'all actually thought Femke Bowl could run with Ceedee?
I mean, I don't think anybody thought that, but they keep trying to make it a rivalry because they need somebody, because Ceedee continues to dominate. She continues to dominate year in and year out at every competition, at every event. So they're trying to create a narrative that is a rival of hers, because obviously she's good, but it's just not that. And I don't think there's anyone who's going to challenge it unless someone just comes out of nowhere that we don't know about yet. That's a young what's the word? A young protege.
Prodigy, you're right.
Prodigy, okay.
But here's the thing, the Ocho. We've never seen anybody that have this kind of combination.
Oh no.
The raw foot speed, the strength, and the technique.
And the endurance endurance to that as well.
But you see what she did? She started running fours.
Yeah.
Bobby would make you're gonna run the 100. You're gonna run the 200 to work on your foot speed. No, you know what? We're gonna put you in the 60 hurdles. Bobby will put his athletes in situations where they're uncomfortable.
Right.
So now when the moment arrived, normally that's one thing you can say about Bobby Kearse's athletes. Normally they perform very well unless they're injured. And a lot of times if they're even nicked, Bobby ain't fooling with it. That's a rarity for Bobby. If his athletes are, he don't care if it's the world. He don't care how big. He says it's not worth the risk. I'm not doing that.
Right.
So I have the utmost respect. Quincy Watts, he's another trainer. He trains Michael Norman. He trains Rob Benjamin. So I think Fred Curley is in that group out there too. I don't know if he directly worked with Fred, but you look at Sid, obviously unprecedented. Now remember, Ocho, she didn't even contest the Worlds last year. That's why Fem Cabot won that World Championship. Sid didn't contest it.
Right.
She will have no world title if Sid contests that. Sid is about to be four World Championships, 2 Olympic golds, broke the world record 6 times. It's my record. I broke it.
Right. It's going to be 3 goals, but go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She gonna run a leg. She's definitely gonna run a leg on there. But I'm impressed by this. She's very, very impressive. Remember, she made the Olympic team, 17?
Yeah.
But you can see.
That's crazy.
You can see. And congratulations, Sid. We got a little something coming for your way. Damn, man, my pockets. How much I'm down now, Ash?
How much we down? Don't worry about it.
I think we might be.
Hey, let me tell you what God said now. Don't forget what it said in the Bible.
What? God
loves a cheerful giver. Whatever thee giveth, thee come back tenfoldeth. Hey, don't forget that.
That what he said?
Yeah. Oh. Whatever, God loves a cheerful giver. All right. And what we doing now, we paying our tithes. And you know what happens when you pay your tithes? He allows the cup to runneth over after that. So don't worry about it. Whatever we done had to pay for these 3 weeks, these Olympics, we're gonna get back tenfold. I'm telling you now.
My cup about empty. it ain't right. He need to put something in there, because right now it ain't nothing in there. Grant Holloway wins the gold in the 110-meter hurdle. Holloway is the first American to win the 100-meter hurdle gold since Aries Merritt, the world record holder, with 12.80 in London in 2012. He's followed by American Daniel Roberts in second, taking the silver. Freddie Crendon, ranked 4th in the world, couldn't complete the podium sweep. He finished 6th. He was nursing an abductor injury, and he even jogged the opening heat and said, "I'm gonna take my chances." So he kind of got injured in between the trials and coming in. Rasheed Broadbell of Jamaica took the bronze. Who was that? Noah Lyles won by 5 thousandths of a second. Daniel Roberts beat Broadbell by 3 thousandths of a second. Holloway led from start to finish. He's got a tremendous start, and he wins in a time of 12.99. Lu Shang of China still holds the Olympic record. So congratulations, Grant Holloway. I think he's a little upset. I think he wants more sponsorships. He says, I don't have a watch deal. I don't know who goes into track and field. Track and field is not a sport like football. It's not a sport like basketball, baseball. It's not one of these major sports. So unless you're Usain Bolt, there have only been a handful of, I'm talking about America. Now, I don't know what the international, I don't know what they get. I don't know what Karsten Warholm makes, and I don't know, but I'm just talking about both. And I know Carl Lewis, what he got paid. Carl Lewis was kind of like Usain, got the big dollars to go to the meet, show up at the meets. Michael Johnson, but Usain is a different animal.
Right.
So unless you're Usain, the likelihood of those big dollars coming.
Yeah. But I think it's possible though. It's possible to get the big dollars and run track, but you have to be You have to be a personality. You have to force yourself or be able to force the people to want to see what's going to happen. You have to have some type of personality about yourself that it makes those companies want to pay, because they know when you get ready to run, the visibility of their product is going to be seen on you.
Right.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So you can't just be someone that wins all the time, because that does nothing. But when you add the personality and like this type of aura, where everyone has to gravitate towards you, even a little bit of trash talk, I think it's kind of frowned upon when it comes to track though. But you once you add that personality to anything that you do and you're good at it, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit after that.
Sponsors like who they like. Sid doesn't say a word. You watch Sid, she's stone-faced when she walks on the track.
Yes, you're right. It's different, but
Carl Lewis didn't do anything. Michael Johnson didn't do anything. Sponsors like who they like, Ocho. We can't get mad. We think we do a great job at what we do. I think we do. I think we create great content. I think we have great graphics. We spend a lot of money on graphics and editors and social media. There ain't no lack, but I can't get mad if sponsors want to spend with Joe Rogan and not us. I can't get mad because they want to spend with New Heights and not us, or busting with the boys, or Who's Your Daddy. We just got to create content and then hope sponsors like, okay, wow, they got a big following. People know who Nightcap is. They know Club Shay Shay. They like Unc. They like Ocho. We think there's a way that we can come together and make something happen.
Right.
I mean, but if you got into track and field, think you was gonna make LeBron James money,
well,
or you was gonna make Patrick Mahomes money? Usain is an anomaly. Ocho, Usain won 3 Olympic. First of all, there hadn't been a whole lot of men to repeat the double. He tripled the double. He broke the world record. He broke the world record again. He broke the world record in the 200. He lowered it again. He ran time. They said at some point in time, the human body can't run that fast. He went sub 9.7. He went sub 9.6.
Yeah, but you got to understand, not only was he winning, he was a huge personality that everybody wanted to watch. When you add that other dynamic to outside of just winning, I don't care if you was a goddamn steeplechase or what's the one they do this?
Race walking.
Yeah, if you was a race walker, if you're a race walker and you got some type of personality and you add that dynamic to you winning, oh, they coming.
Ocho, but think about it. His last name is Bolt. He's faster than Ocho.
Yeah, it just made sense. Yeah. Hey, everything aligned. And you run track. Your last name is Bolt, and you run track, and you're fast.
I mean, what are we gonna do with that, Ocho?
Yeah, you're right. Hey,
the old saying we used to say, boy, that boy faster than lightning.
Yeah.
This man name, his actual name is Usain Bolt. Lightning Bolt.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes the stars align.
Yeah, they were.
Ocho, let's see. I think I'm pronouncing this right. Let's see, Tebogo wins gold in the 200 meters final with a time of 1946. I believe had he not celebrated, that is a sub 19.4.
Yeah. Oh, you saw him pull up and do this?
He celebrated. Yeah. He's the first Botswanan to win gold in Olympics history. He's the first Botswanan. Wow.
Yeah.
Kenny Bednarek took silver. Noah Lyles took bronze. Tebogo, he lost his mom about 3-4 months ago. If you look at the side of his shoe, I think it had 12/23/80. That was the day. That was the birth date of his mom. So she couldn't have been more than 44, 43. Maybe she hadn't had a birthday yet. So she was 43 years of age. Letsile is 21, if I'm not mistaken. So she was fairly young. And it meant a lot to him. what gave me pause that Noah could pull this off is that I saw this young man run low 44 in the open 4. So that tells me he's strong.
Very.
I don't know if y'all missed it, but he missed the podium. He ran 9.8, so he has the speed. And if you go back and study, there was a time I think Noah Lyles ran like a 1950. He ran 1957, 1954, 56, something like that. So, okay, he's been running 400 meters, building up his strength. He has the foot speed. He ran 9.8, 9.83, 9.84, something like that. So he has the foot speed. Now he has the strength to carry that, and he's running. Mom was pushing him, Ocho.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had her hands in his back. She said, I got you today, son.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
he ran a beautiful race. Listen, from start to finish, every phase, every transition that happens when you come out of those blocks, he did to a T. He did it to a T. He got out beautifully. And the fact that he had such a lead by the time that they got to about 110, 120 meters, it was a wrap. You could tell. It was a wrap. Because nobody was catching him.
He had Kenny Bednarik. Kenny Bednarik he's run sub 19.6.
Yeah.
He had him in front of him. So I got something to look at.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just thought that was a lot of
coming off the curve. Yeah.
I thought that was a lot of distance for Noah because you got to spend a lot of energy. Because Tebogo is not a slowpoke.
No.
And he has endurance. He has strength to hold it.
Yeah.
So,
matter of fact, when I think about it, when I watch the race, and I'm not going to use the excuse about Noah being sick or
COVID
or having COVID. Forget all that. I think maybe it affected him, but he had so much come out of him when he ran that 100. If he was to win this 200 today, I think he would have had to come out them damn blocks and catch the stagger coming off the curve. They would have had to be even. I think they would have had to be even and not him having to come off the curve and then think down the straightaway, okay, you know what? I'm going to catch people like I do in the 100 on the latter back half when you can't because you done gave him too much goddamn ground coming off the curve. You're not running against nobody slow. You're running against somebody that can maintain their speed as they go.
Let's just say for the sake of argument, Noah Lyles is healthy. And Tebogo is running like he did today.
Yes, sir.
Well, they're both going to be in the low 19.3s.
Yes, sir.
They're both going to be in the 19.3. We're going to see something extremely special. I'm just because, like I said, I understand, COVID, I guess it affects your lungs and your ability to oxygenate, bring in oxygen, get out, carbon dioxide.
Did you have COVID?
I've never had it.
I never had it either. But I mean, those that I know that are around me, I asked them during that time how it made you feel. It made you feel weak. Yeah, it made you feel weak. You had to drink a lot of fluids. So understanding that he had the symptoms of COVID, and then you were able to come out there and run and steal bronze, knowing what it does to the body.
Right.
I mean, listen, commendable still to get bronze, knowing that you just tested positive for COVID, 2 days before that. I mean, no excuse, but it is what it is.
But we've all had upper respiratory. And you know what it's like when you have an upper respiratory. Yeah. It's hard. And trying to play football, I've tried to play football with those, man. It ain't easy. And I can just imagine
you can barely breathe. Shit.
Barely breathe. And I'm in Denver, which exacerbates
that altitude is even worse. So you got
making it worse.
Yeah.
But let's give Ceedee Tebogo his flowers. Yeah. He won. I think they got a silver medal a couple of years ago in Rhodesia. Maybe that was 2012. Was that 2012? When Rhodesia broke the world record in 800 from Kenya. And I think they have a young Botswana that got the silver.
I like it.
Okay. They had 12 athletes. They got nothing in Beijing. They got a silver. This is Botswana Olympic. They got a 800 meter runner. Oh, he got a silver. Okay. London. Okay.
Hey, Mo. My daughter says she's watching. Hey, baby.
Hey, Mo, how you doing?
Mo, you raced me too. You beat your daddy. You can make you some money too.
So Ocho, they've
Nah.
won a grand total of 3 medals. They've got a
Wait,
silver, a bronze,
Botswana?
and now they got gold. Botswana.
Botswana? Okay. But what events though?
I know. Well, obviously they just won the 200 meters.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they won. They got a silver in the London games in the 800 meters.
Oh, okay. I like it.
And he was young too.
21. Oh, what in the 800, the London games?
Oh yeah. That was what you call him, right? He was Botswana. Yeah. Ike McQualla. They have another 400-meter guy that's really good. I don't think he medaled or anything like that.
Right.
But yeah, the 4x4. Yeah, they had a nice relay team. But Tebogo is ain't to be played with. He like that. He's really like that. So yeah, I understand. This was an upset because Noah Lyles he's a 3-time.
He was the favorite, yeah.
He was the 3-time defending world champ. He was running some of his best. We've seen him run down Kenny Bednarek at the trials. We've seen him run down Arian Knighton. We've seen him beat Tebogo head to head. But today it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
Let's see Tebogo gold in the 200, Kenny Bednarek silver, Noah Lyles bronze, Arian Knighton missed the podium again with the got a 4th. He just missed the podium.
Yeah.
Noah Lyles revealed after the race he tested positive for COVID, telling NBC he was feeling really horrible, but he never considered dropping out of the field. He's trying to win sport's first Olympic double in the 100 and 200 since Usain Bolt did it 3 times in a row in Beijing, London, and Rio, the first American since Carl to do it in 1984. Ain't a whole lot of women that's done. Ain't a whole lot of men that's done it. Ain't a whole lot of women that's done it.
Right. It's difficult. That's a difficult feat.
Yes.
Man. You know how much energy you are exerting when you have to win one race, then to come back and do it again. Then you gotta qualify.
That's 8.
Well, that's a lot on the body, man.
It is. It absolutely. Let's see, Lay. Okay, Ocho. Now it's time for we had a very special guest this morning on.
This is a good
Ladies
one.
and gentlemen, you're gonna love this. She is unbelievable. Trust me. I've seen some of her interviews, but to get an opportunity for Ocho and I to interview her, she's unbelievable. Here's I sit down with America's 200-meter champ, gold medalist,
already.
Gabby Thomas. Ocho, we have a very special guest joining us, the reigning 200-meter Olympic champ. She's a member of the winning World Championship 4x1. She ran a blistering 3rd leg. They qualified this morning with the fastest time, even though they had a little hiccup between TT and herself with the exchange. They're going to correct that. Going to win another gold medal. We're going to talk about her possibly running a leg on the 4x4. Welcome us, ladies and gentlemen, Gabby Thomas.
Gabby,
Thanks, guys.
Let's go.
Thanks.
I forgot to mention she also has a undergrad degree in neurobiology, and she has a master's degree in epidemiology.
Ooh, that's
Is
right.
that correct? And she's currently employed at the in Austin, where she serves underprivileged women. Is that correct?
Yeah,
also?
yeah. I volunteer at a healthcare clinic where I provide healthcare services to people who don't have health insurance.
Ooh, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question. With you doing as much as you're doing, especially when it comes to academics, how do you manage balancing your academics? I mean, hold on. How do you balance your athletics with your academic pursuits in neurology and sleep? How you say it, Unc? Epidemiology. Yeah. How do you balance the two?
Well, I think because I started out as an NCAA athlete, all collegiate athletes, it's hard. It's hard to balance it, but you kind of figure it out and you make it work. And so I was juggling a difficult major and track and field. And when I was running in college, track and field wasn't quite at the level that I'm running at now. We were still very committed to it. Like we were training like really elite D1 athletes. Like we were going to LSU or like we went to Oregon and stuff like that. So I kind of got the ropes in college. And then the transition from college to pro was it was easier.
That's
Wow.
dope, man.
Let me ask you this. How much pressure, because you got the bronze at the last Olympics, you got the silver, if I'm not mistaken, at the past Worlds. You're the face of this big ad with Toyota. You're the face of this. Now, Shericka Jackson, she steps out. That's even because there was pressure on you to do better than what you did at the last Olympics. Now Shericka has withdrawn. Now there's a ton of pressure. We had Justin Gatlin, who's a world champion and an Olympic champ. We had Michael Johnson, a world champ and an Olympic champ. He says sometimes the things that can weight an individual and an athlete down is expectations. How much, what type of burden were the expectations? You're the face of this Toyota ad. Okay, Gabby, you're out there. Okay, we see you. You better bring home gold.
I know. Everyone kept texting me talking about, oh, I see you on Toyota everywhere. Like before trials, even before I even made the Olympic team, you know, they were showing my face on the Toyota ads everywhere.
Yes.
So I hadn't even become like the Olympian yet. So there was definitely a lot of pressure. And for me in 2021, like coming from Harvard and not having any, you know, medals or having made any USA team, it was just a lot of fun for me. Like I was going out there and running and no one had any expectations. So I was having a great time. I was like, all right, let's go line up next to Allison Felix. Let's go see what happens. It'll be great. And then as soon as I made the Olympic team, it changed. And then as soon as I got a bronze medal, it changed. Now suddenly people are talking about, okay, if you don't medal, now, you know, that's an L, right? If you don't make this team next year, you know, that's a big L. And so it immediately changed my mindset. And then even going into this year, yeah, I'm going in as a favorite. And I mean, I was telling people before I even stepped up to the line for my prelim, I have never felt this type of pressure before in my entire life. I mean, you walk out there and you're by yourself. Like you don't have a team to take that loss with you. If someone messes up, there's no redo, there's no next play, there's none of that. It's like, all right, you're gonna go out there by yourself in front of 80,000 people, and then you know the millions of people watching at home. And if you don't get it right in this one moment, especially in the short sprints, it's over. So it's definitely a lot of pressure. But for me, I practice like I meditate. I practice like focus. So if you can dissociate in that moment, you know, that separates the good athletes from the great athletes. If you're over there on the line thinking about how many people are watching you, you're going to mess up. And you can see it in people's faces when they line up to the line. You can tell when you're watching an athlete, you look in their eyes and you can see like, okay, this person has figured it out. They're about to knock this race out. And someone who's scared and they're like, all right, this is going to be, they're going to have to fight for this.
Before you go to the line, before you line up, before you go into the blocks, do you envision the race and play it out in your head before you actually run? Because when I think from a football standpoint, I would look at the first 15 plays are always scripted, right? And so before we go into a game, I envision what the route will look like, regardless of who's in front of me and how I'm going to execute it. Do you do that as a runner right before a big event with that kind of pressure?
100%. I had envisioned that race 100 times at least before I ran it over the last week. I envisioned every single, like I envisioned the walkout, getting into the blocks, the first couple of steps. I envisioned like the middle end, who's outside of me. I had ran it through my head so many times to the point where I could have ran that race with my eyes closed. That's how perfectly I wanted to feel comfortable in that race. Now, when I actually won, like that was a different story. I couldn't have envisioned, you know, how that was going to feel, what I was going to do, but every single step, what I was going to do, I had already pictured it in my head. In my head, I had already won. Like I was already the Olympic champion. And so I had to go out with that mindset.
Yeah. I like it.
Gabby, I watched you in this race. And what surprised me is that you had a tune-up race before a pre-Olympic race. And you raced Jillian Alfred. You raced Dina Asher-Smith. Nita was also in that race. And you did not get out in that race like you did in the Olympic final. What did you learn? Because you gave up too much of a cushion. You're like, I ain't making that mistake again. I'm not making that mistake again.
No, that race that was a wake-up call for me. So first of all, I want to start off by saying that was the London Diamond League race.
Yeah.
It is very difficult. A lot of our races are overseas. And when you train in the United States, that is very difficult. So for me, you know, I knew going into those girls have been in Europe. So I had to get off a plane, line up. And I knew, I'm like, all right, I'm a little jet lagged right now. So it's going to be tough, but we're going to make this happen. And so that's what jet lag looks like. You feel like you feel like you're ready. You might feel ready. You're fit, you're fast, whatever. But that 1% difference is everything. So when I got off that curve in that race and I realized how far behind I was, I mean, not panicked. I was like, oh shoot, like I might actually lose this race. And you don't want to go into the Olympics having a loss under your belt. It's just not good for your confidence. So everything I could to win that race. But the thing is, it just gave me confidence because I knew I could win anyway. So I knew I could win even if I was 30 meters behind the field. I was like, I'm going to figure out a way to win. I knew I could win if I came off the turn in front, in the mix or dead last. So it gave me that confidence going into the Olympics. And it really just became a question of, how am I going to win this race? Am I going to get out well, or am I just going to have to fight for it? And so it was less of a question of if I'm going to win. It was more so like, how am I going to win?
The thing that I like most about you is that you didn't panic. Because a lot of times we see people in races, like you said, you got off a plane, you're jet lagged, and you're like, well, I don't have it today, but I'm okay. Or they panic in the race, and it exacerbates the situation.
Yeah, they tense up.
You relaxed and said, I believe I still have my training and the foundation in which I put forth. I believe I still can catch these women. And in the last 20 meters, I'm like, where did she come from?
Exactly. And that's you gotta go into the race with confidence, and trust in the training and trust in everything that you've done. And that's what I did. The worst thing you can do is panic and tense up in a sprint. I mean, every little thousandth of a second counts. And if you're stressed out, running panicked, that's it.
Gabby, have you thought about it? I don't know. And there's some speculation that this might be Sid's last 400 meters, 400 hurdle race, and she might be looking to go to the open 400. There have only been a handful of people. Valerie Briscoe Hooks did it. She won the 2 and the 4 in the 84 Olympics. Marie-Josée Perec did it in 96, along with Michael Johnson. A lot of people don't realize that, but in that same Olympics that Mike doubled, the French woman, she doubled. Is that something that you thought about, going up to the 200 and maybe challenging? Asking the federation to say, you know what, could y'all stagger this a little bit to give me a little bit more time to recover, or maybe the 1-2, or maybe the 2-4. But have you thought about something like that?
I have thought about it, and even for our Olympic trials this year, I really was going to double. I was going to do the 400 and the 200. Ultimately, we decided that this was my year for the 200, and that we were going to focus on that alone. So I dropped out at the last minute, but I've definitely considered it. I think for now, it's just been like, all right, let's make this happen. Let's get an Olympic gold under my belt so I can get that title and keep it. But I think in the future, absolutely, I'm going to have to prove to the world and to myself that I have what it takes to double. Michael Johnson had already set the precedent. Like everyone that we knew, he was going to go out and double and make some noise in both events. So you need someone who's really going to show up in both events and be a gold medal contender. And I definitely do see myself in the future being that in the 400. But right now like you said, we have a steep pool of 400-meter runners. I mean, even Ceedee, she could stop the hurdles and run the 400, and it would be insane. So I would have to step up.
Yeah, that's dope. So are you in the pool for the 4x4? Would you like to run a leg on that? Because we saw Allison Felix, we've seen Abby Steiner do it, and you can run sub 50, and that's saying something. Oh, you want to leg?
I want to leg, absolutely. Look, I ran my quarter this year. I went to World Relays this year. I ran that leg for Team USA. I got us qualified. So I'm in the pool. We've had some practices. We don't know the relay order yet. It's always going to be a surprise for Team USA because it's going to be whoever is ready on that day. So we got to see how the quarter milers look in their finals. We got to see how people are looking in practice. We got to see how I look in this 4x1 tomorrow. So we're going to see how everyone looks, and then the relay coach decides who's on it. But I absolutely want a spot. Absolutely.
I like it. I'm more curious. I like the fact that something that you were able to do, something that I was very horrible at, is the fact that you were able to balance academics and still excel at your craft. I was horrible at it. As someone who also went to Harvard, right? One semester. Did you have an advantage based on your academic pursuits in neurobiology and sleep
epidemiology?
Epidemiology, right? Does that give you an influence and different perspective on health and fitness? Because when it comes to health, I eat McDonald's. I still do to this day. Throughout the entirety of my career, I ate McDonald's. Does it give you an advantage, in different perspective on health and fitness?
I think so. I think in college, I had a very good and deep understanding of the importance of sleep and the importance of my health and how that affected my recovery. And, as an elite athlete, recovery is at least half the battle. And in track and field, I would say it's definitely the majority of the battle. And so having that actual understanding of what's going on and what happens when you only get 6 hours of sleep a night, you know, instead of 9 or 10, like that definitely did make a difference. I had an appreciation for it. And when you actually understand why you're doing something you're doing, you definitely are more committed to it. So I was committed to that discipline. And that discipline is what got me to where I am today, because I was never like the most talented athlete. That's why I didn't go to one of those, you know, really crazy track schools, but I was very disciplined and I did everything correct. I did everything right. And it got me here. And I think it's because I had that education and I had that background and that foundation.
That's dope.
I read that. Go ahead, Ocho.
Yeah. And just for the people that listen, if you listen to her answer, there's one word that she said 3 times. One word. And if we all had this, we would all excel in whatever it is that we do. And the key word she kept saying over and over was discipline.
Discipline.
And that's what we all struggle with.
Yeah. I read that Allyson Felix is one of your biggest inspirations, and you kind of mind your stride patterns. She's a long strider, elongated strider, so is yourself. So have you had an opportunity to talk to Allyson since you won the gold?
Oh, I haven't gotten to talk to her since I've won the gold, but I see what she had to say about my race, and it's such an honor. Just the fact that she's watching me just has me so excited, and like, I don't know, the little girl in me is like screaming because she, you know, she believed in me for like the race. I saw her walk through my race on video and talking about, oh, she looks so great just walking up to the line. And then I got out strong and hard and then held on. She's like, no one's catching me. And I was just like, this is such an honor. I was so excited. But I spoke to her before the Olympics, and, you know, she gave me advice and she told me to just keep doing exactly what I've been doing, enjoy the moment. You know, everything that I've done to get to this point means I'm moving in the right direction. And so I just need to trust in my training, because she's been through this, and she's like, I know what it's like to be the favorite. She knows what it's like to go through the pressure. And so to hear that coming from her, I was like, all right, you know, you're right. I got this. You know, I'm just going to keep doing
Your coach, Tanya Buford-Bailey, she was a 400-meter hurdler. I remember that race between her and Kim Batten when they was separated, and they both went under the world record. So what is your training like? Because obviously you train in, I think you train in Austin or some part of Texas. It's hot. Wherever the part of Texas is, it's hot. It's hell hot. Oh, and so what has she been able to help you with, guide you with, to help Gabby Thomas get to the pinnacle?
Coach Bailey is the best. She is the best coach, mentor. She's such a mom figure, and she was an elite athlete herself. Like, she has Olympic medals. So, I mean, I trained like a 400-meter runner because, you know, she was a 400-meter runner and she loves having us run. But mainly, like, she understands what it's like to be on the circuit. Like, she understands what it's like to be an elite track runner. She gets that it is a dog-eat-dog world. So having her like in my ear when I'm going to races, when I'm lining up before the Olympics, like telling me, you know what, you just got to do what you got to do. You got to figure out how to win. And she taught me just how to win races. And, you know, we can go and talk about, you know, this form stuff all day long. We can talk about, you can do that. But at the end of the day, you have to figure out how to win races and win when it matters. And that's what she knows how to do. And she knows how to coach me how to do that because she's been through it.
Right. That's a good thing. Winning when it matters most. So before the race, I'm just curious. I'm not very superstitious, but do you have any pre-race rituals or superstitions you might have before a race?
Absolutely not. I don't do any of that superstition stuff. I don't believe in it because it doesn't matter. It's like if something goes wrong before the race, it doesn't matter. Like if I forget a spike, or none of it matters. Like you just have to go out there and figure out how to win. If my nail color is not a certain color that day, none of it matters, you know? And like, I don't do it that way. My coach doesn't do it that way either. She just told me to go out there and be a killer. That's the last thing she said to me. And so
I like it.
You've had one of the best seats in the house over the last 5 or 6 years, this U.S. versus Jamaica, not only on the men's side, but on the women. You know, they have Shelly Ann, they have Elaine Thompson-Herah, they have Sharika Jackson, and before they had Stewart, and they had so many great runners, and yourself and Allyson Felix and this one and that one. So what's that rivalry like? Do you feel it's a rivalry? Do you know what's at stake when the green, black, and gold to the line and you got the stars and stripes?
Absolutely. I mean, I grew up watching this rivalry. It's so fun to watch. I mean, Jamaica has some heavy hitters. And for me, unfortunately, like coming into professional track, I came in when they were just at the top. Like I was running against Elaine. You know, I was just in those races. And so it was very intimidating for me, but you respect them so much. I think that right now we are in such an amazing era of American women sprinting. Like we are really crushing the game. But you know, it's a give and take. It's a push and pull. Yeah, it's a back and forth. Like, you know, when one of us drops a crazy time, the Jamaicans don't want to see that. They're gonna snatch it right back, and vice versa. And I think that's really cool because we're really bringing women sprinting to new heights. Like we're just such a good product right now because of that rivalry. And even, you know, having Sharika out this year, it's really unfortunate to not have your reigning world champion in the race. But it's just part of that give and take. You know, this is not her year, just like it wasn't my year last year, and she will be back and we will go at it. You know, she'll get back healthy. It's really hard to be really fast for a long time and stay healthy. As y'all know, like it's really hard on your body to be at the top of the game for a while. Right. It takes a lot of management, a lot of planning. And thankfully my coach and I had planned this year perfectly, but I know she'll be back. So, you know, we can't get complacent with it because that's the sport. It's Jamaica versus USA. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I forgot about the great 200-meter run of Veronica Campbell-Brown, who her and Allison used to go back and forth before Elaine Thompson-Herah and Sharika Jackson got to it. Your mayor of your hometown in Northampton, Massachusetts, say they will honor you with a Gabby Thomas Day.
Yay.
Growing up as a little girl, and you look at yourself now, I think you're 27 years of age. Could you have imagined your life? Say you're 5, 6 years old back then, and you look at your life now. Could you have imagined this, Gabby?
Absolutely not. I really could not. And, you know, I had dreams of like being a doctor, being an actress, but, you know, little kids, they say that stuff. But I couldn't have never imagined that I would be chasing dreams like this and actually achieving them. But, you know, I grew up and my mom was such a hard worker and she went after her dreams. And she always told me, like, you have a light, you were going to shine so bright and you were so special. And when you have a parent that instills that in you, you know, you start to believe it deep, like in your core. And so I did, even though I didn't know what that would look like. I didn't know what I would go on to accomplish. Like, I just innately knew that. And so I still carry that. And so I want, you know, my future children and any young girl who's watching me to believe that too. If you genuinely can believe that and think, okay, I can do something special. I am made for this. You can do it. You just really have to believe it. And so I think that, you know, my career, my trajectory has just been, you know, a showcase of that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I have another question. Listen, we know Gabby Thomas, the academic scholar. We know Gabby Thomas. The job's not finished over in Paris right now, but we know Gabby Thomas, the track superstar. Are there any hobbies or interests you do outside of track and field that we don't know about that you enjoy?
I mean, other than like volunteering, I have a dog. I love my dog. That's actually my baby. His name's Rico. He's a pug. See? And I mean, I just love spending time with him. We go on walks. We go to the park. We go to the lake. Austin is such an outdoorsy town or, you know, kind of small city. And so I just like to be outside, you know, hang out with my friends. I really have a very, very normal life, like a very typical, simple life outside of track and school and whatnot.
That's dope. Yeah, but let me ask you this. What's the biggest difference between running professionally and running collegiately? Because you're not running for books now. Now you're running. This is how you pay bills. This is how you get that car. This is how you keep a roof over your head.
Right.
That's exactly right. I mean, okay, the biggest actual main difference is like the recovery. You have to rest. So for me, I think that was the hardest transition. It's saying no to your friends to do things all the time. Like you can't go to these dinners, you can't go to these parties. And that's a commitment you have to make to get to this moment to be a gold medalist. That's the hardest pill to swallow, I think, because it's easy to say, but in practice, it's very hard. And also dealing with pressure. Like I said before, like when you're in college, you're running so many races. You have a team that'll just kind of be there for you. And, you know, if you lose, it's not the end of the world. But if you lose on a pro level, it really can be the end of the world. So it's like, you know, it's like that's paying your bills. You're going to have to go figure something else out if you lose races. And so it's like whoever can deal with that. If you can't deal with it, you're just not going to have a career. But if you can, then you will.
Can you handicap the 200 meters? We got Noah Lyles, who's the American record holder. He's a 3-time world champ. We got Tebogo, and Tebogo is nothing to sneeze at. He's run 9.82 in the 100 meters. He's run 19.50 in the 200 meters, and he went low 44 in the 400 meters. So he has the speed, and he has the strength to really stand toe-to-toe. We got Kenny Bednarek. Hey, we got Arian Knighton. You can't count out Tyson DeGrasse from Canada. Handicap the 200 meters for us.
Oh, I am so excited for this race. Look, you said it best. I mean, Tebogo, you cannot count him out. He has shown incredible fitness this season, and he has stayed committed. I mean, his 400 strength looks incredible. Arian is just a young prodigy. He's incredible. Kenny shows up, and Kenny is very talented, and he's looked really good through the semis. I don't want to be biased, but like Noah really inspired me with that 100. He showed us that he will figure out how to win.
Yes.
And I love to see that. That's the best thing about athletes. Like you figure out how to win. And this is his bread and butter. So Noah looks amazing. He looks amazing. I cannot imagine him losing a race, but I mean, we're going to have to see. They all look so good.
Because it comes down to that moment, who can handle that moment, who can be their best self in the moment. Because it doesn't matter. Race tomorrow and somebody else might win. Race next week on the circuit and somebody else might win. But today.
Exactly. They're all capable of having that gold medal. All of every single one of them in that final can have a gold medal in the Olympic 200.
Yeah. When you look back, when it's all said and done, what legacy do you hope to leave both on the track and off the track?
I hope to leave a legacy of giving back to your community, for one. I think that is one of the best things you can do. And that's kind of what I was raised on, is how can you give back to society in a meaningful way? A legacy of showing that if you work hard, you will be successful, and be kind to people. I mean, those three things right there, and you're good. You're good. You will be successful. Yeah. So I want the younger generation to see that.
Are there any more world records that the Americans can get? Will you guys challenge that 40.82 that the women ran in Beijing? Is that possible? Can we see Sid and Femke Bol lower that 50.65 in the 400-meter hurdles for the women? Will we see Karsten Warholm, Rob Benjamin? You have Alison Dos Santos. We have Samba from Qatar. Will we see anybody go up on the world record in any of the remaining sprints?
I think so. I think definitely. I think y'all are going to have to open up your wallets a little bit, because I do think we're going to see.
Whoa, Gabby. Whoa. You spending our money, Gabby.
I hate to say it, but I do think, I think the 4x1 girls, we can definitely challenge a world record. The previous world record team, they spoke to us just last week about it. And I think we are very capable. And the hurdles, it's a wrap. It's a wrap tonight. I don't know if it's going to be Femke or Ceedee, but I think it'll definitely go down.
Somebody's going to have to run low. If Femke beats Sid, she's going to have to go low 50, maybe even sub 50. Ceedee is I'm talking about in great form. She's in great shape. She's a flawless. I mean, she can run the she can run the hurdle, the low for the women, and be good. Her technique is so flawless. She has tremendous strength. Coming into it, that 22:07, that's still like what, the 8th or 9th best time run at 200 meters. She's run 48.75 at 400 meters. She's probably, if she run a work at it, get a start right, she might be sub 11 at 100 meters. In order for, and I know Femke is unbelievable. She ran a blistering sub 48 split on the anchor leg. We've seen her win the world indoor at 49.17. But Sid is a different. This is an upset. I don't care what anybody tells you. If Femke Bol beats Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone in the 400 meters hurdles, this is a huge upset.
Ain't happening. Ain't happening, Captain. No, sir. One thing Sid gonna do, like you said, it's all about moments. And whenever that moment arises, she's always been good. Always shows up to the occasion.
She has.
Yeah. That's one thing. Bobby, the one thing, if you go back and study Bobby Kearse's history, his runners at big meets, they perform. If they line up, they run well.
Oh yeah.
And so that's not the shortchange Femke, because she's been unbelievable. I actually kind of want to see that thing come down in the 400 meters, the 4x4. I want Sid and Femke to get the baton at the same time. And let's see what happens. Yeah. Let's see what it's really about. But
matter of fact, you know what? My daughter, she's a freshman at University of Kentucky. She runs track at University of Kentucky. If there's anything that you can tell me that I can pass on to my baby, to make sure she stays inspired and stays disciplined, Is there anything you can tell me that I can pass on to her so
Oh,
she
absolutely.
continues to strive for greatness?
Oh man, as a collegiate track athlete, I would tell her to just really focus on enjoying the process. Like, I think what really makes a track athlete great is that they're enjoying the environment that they're in, and
Right.
that they're just taking in every moment of the process and focusing on getting better. Don't focus on every time. Don't focus on every single race, because like you get so many races. Just focus on the overall journey and getting better. And track and field success is never going to be, a straight line. It's always going to have ups and downs. So she just
Right.
needs to ride it out and enjoy it, and she'll do great.
All right. Got you. Thank you.
Gabby, us at Nightcap want to say how proud we are of you. I know our fans are very, very proud of you. So because of your huge, big win, Ocho and I will be gifting you $25,000. We have your information, and we're going to get that to you ASAP. So when you get back to the stage side, you definitely have a package courtesy of the Nightcap.
You got, but one thing, wait a minute, but you got to buy McDonald's just once.
You got it. It's a deal.
Hey, Gabby, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. Good luck in the 4x1 and the 4x4. Tell the ladies good luck. Congratulations. And we'll see you down the road.
Wait.
Will do.
Tell Quincy Wilson we going to race when he get home too.
I will do.
Will
do.
Well, get some rest. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule. I understand you're very busy. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, Gabby, giving us a few moments of your time. I'm sure the Nightcap our audience, our subscribers are going to greatly appreciate this interview. Thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed that interview. She was amazing. Ocho, she was amazing. She's full of personality. Yes. Guys, you understand, it's like probably 2-3 o'clock in the morning there. So we have to come on early in the morning. Ocho and I have to wake up early because Ocho is 3 hours ahead of me. So I'm dragging myself out of bed, but we do everything we possibly can. Like I said, we've had Justin Gatlin, we've had Michael Johnson. Now we've had Gabby Thomas on. We got someone else tomorrow.
What? Who we got tomorrow?
It's a secret. It's a secret.
Come on, I don't know, Victoria. You can tell me though.
Nah. He set a world record. That's all you need to know.
World record. Who set a world record? Okay.
He did. That's why he's going to be on. So, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that interview. Like I said, she's amazing. Her personality was unbelievable. Go ahead, Ocho.
I enjoyed everything about that, but I couldn't say that one goddamn word.
Epidemiology.
Hey, I can say it now. Epidemiology. I can say it.
Yeah.
Now. I've been trying to pronounce it all damn day.
Thank you. Congratulations, Gabby. Good luck in the 4x1 and the 4x4. Ocho, we had another gold medal. Hey, like I said, Paris must be hilly because there's gold in those hills because the U.S. men and women was making a run for that gold. Oh, yeah. Tara Davis Woodhall takes gold in the long jump with a jump of 7 meters 10, 7.10. If I'm not mistaken, that's a little over 23 feet. She beat the reigning Olympic champ. I think she's German, but she beat her. I think it was a third or fourth jump, and it stood the test of time. Did we get the bronze medal also? Because I think I said a little over 23 feet. It's 23 feet even. So it's a little bit over 23 feet. You see, I asked y'all to do it. So what did you say? I said it's a little over 23 feet. It's 23 feet 294. So that's over 23 feet. But I think we might have got gold and bronze because I think the lady that got the bronze medal, she also got the bronze in the triple jump. Okay. Yeah. Because I was watching it and I ended up, Jasmine Moore. Yeah, she also took bronze in the long jump, in the triple jump, excuse me. Because I was watching the long jump was kind of like finishing up Ocho when they was getting ready to start the women's 400 meters. Right. And remember, they held it up because it was her last jump. Mm-hmm. And then after Sid ends up winning in world record time, her and Tara Davis Woodhall ended up being draped in the American flags, taking pictures together. So congratulations to Tara Davis Woodhall, women's long jump Olympic champ. And again, congratulations, you Sid. You're unbelievable. You tapped my pockets on this one right here. Whoo! She got sweepstakes on this one. Daniel Thomas Dodd expressed frustration over not having access to her coach for 2.5 weeks in Paris, and
Dang.
the improper treatment of field events athletes by the Jamaican Athletic Federation. Let's take a listen to what she had to say, Ocho.
Uh-oh.
I didn't have my coach here. I've been in the village for 2.5 weeks, and I was denied the privilege of having a coach's pass for my coach to even be at the training facilities for 2.5 weeks, and moving forward as to, you know, what will be definitely best for me and my mental health, because I cannot do this anymore. It's very frustrating dealing with JOA and J3S, because these people don't care about field events in Jamaica. And if they did, they would make sure that we have everything we need.
Ooh. You got to be careful.
You heard the lady, Ocho. You said they don't care about her.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you got to be careful. Listen, the Jamaican Athletics Federation don't play that shit.
They say they issued a statement. If
they don't play that shit,
she won't be accredited for another Olympic Games.
They don't play that shit. Excuse me, I don't mean to curse. But when you're representing your country, Jamaica, it's the difficulty when you speak out against
your
a
federation
place like that. Yeah, it's a little different. I mean, USA, hey, you know, you could protest, you could voice your displeasure with the way things are run. Over there, all right now.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
it's
she's
a different ball
saying
game.
basically what she's trying to say, and I want to paraphrase here. I mean, she spoke, and I think it's very clear. She said the way they treat the sprinters, they don't treat the field event athletes the same way. So you're talking about your jumpers, your throwers. They don't get the same love and consideration that they give the sprinters, the 100, the 200, the 400, the hurdles, low, mid, highs and lows. So I hear the frustration in her voice.
Right.
It's disappointing. You know, you get there, and no matter what, Ocho, look, 10,000 athletes. Everybody think they're gonna win gold.
Right.
I mean, where the hell you going? If you don't think you're gonna medal, why the hell are you even going?
Right. You're right.
I didn't spend a lifetime. I didn't devote my life. Most of these athletes have devoted their entire life to this very moment.
Right.
Now, these 10,000 athletes, half of them ain't going to LA. This is it.
Right.
This is it.
Yeah.
You just won't. If this was my one moment, Ocho, if this was my one moment in the sun, let me bask in the glory.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Which is why I understand her frustrations. If I'm representing my country, I need the Jamaican Athletic Federation to do everything in their power to make sure I have every advantage possible so I can represent us to the fullest. If that's having my trainer and my trainer having the access to the village, make sure my trainer has access to the village. If that's, let's say they're not treating the field event, those that are competing in the field events the same as they do in the sprinters. Well, so that's something you got to deal with. I mean, that's life. That's life in general.
Yes,
that's life in general. So that shouldn't affect you either way. I mean, you're there to compete. Forget how they treat you. Forget all that. You're supposed to be locked in anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a reason why they have coaches.
Which is why
who's in the Olympics without a coach?
Right. Yes, I mean that is messed up, man. Her coach not being able to have access to her 24/7. And I think if her coach was by her side, she wouldn't even notice how others were treating, those that were doing field events as opposed to
it is. So what about the Americans? The men and women ain't staying nowhere near the Olympic Village. It's estimated it's costing $15 million to house the men's and women's basketball team.
What?
They ain't sleeping on no cardboard boxes. I guarantee you, every federation. What's our strong suit, Ocho? I can guarantee you, in China, the table tennis and the badminton and the weightlifters,
yes, sir,
they get treated differently than their track athletes. It just is. It is what it is.
Yes, sir.
We know how the thing works. It's like the other football team. Oh, your top 10 guys definitely get treated differently than the bottom 10. Okay. Ocho, you one of those top 10 guys. You got treated differently than the guy 36, than the guy 41. Duh. Oh, we're on the same team. They act like they don't want me a part of this. Bro, sit down. You're talking too much. You're talking too much. You're talking your ass off. Get your little. But Ocho, you know how it is.
Yeah, I know exactly.
We're talking. I'm trying to explain to the people at home. Having been an ex-professional athlete for 14 years, Ocho, I think, played at least a decade, maybe 11 years.
13.
And being in a situation where I don't know what your title was in high school, but I was captain of the team and I was treated differently. Now, what I didn't do is that I didn't flaunt it in my teammates' face.
I didn't do that. I didn't abuse that. Exactly.
In
just
college,
like
I was treated differently. Everybody knew I was treated differently. I didn't flaunt it in my. Hey, Ocho, we drove the bus everywhere. Man, they'd be like, man, Sharpe, I'm hungry. I said, y'all want to stop? I said, Coach Davis, man, I'm hungry, Coach. Coach Davis will stop the bus.
Yes, sir.
Pull over at a convenience store. We pull over at a restaurant. Hey, he talking about you responsible for him. I said, okay, now. Keep your hands in your damn pocket. You ain't got no money, stay your ass on the bus. Because y'all done got me. I done stuck my neck out there. Y'all have to chop my neck off. So I understood. Even in Denver, I had certain privileges, but I never abused those privileges. I used, hey, man, ask Mike, can we get the fight? Hey, Mike, man, it'd be really nice. What's that, 84? We get the fight. So we getting De La Hoya and Tito Trinidad. We getting Tyson. We getting all the fight. Any tough fight that came on, Mike, we want the fight.
Right.
We got it. Hey, man, Mike, this food here terrible. What's going on, 84? Man, I said, Mike, I can't eat this bull jive. Well, what you want? Whoop, there it is.
Yeah.
So
I think, it's funny when I think about, now that you said it and you talk about privilege and being treated different than everybody, I think the privilege that I took advantage of that Marvin and the rest of the coaching staff allowed me to do was they allowed me to be myself. They allowed me to be myself, especially when it was time to play. When it came to media day, when it came time to motivate myself, whether it be through media, whether it be through the non-malicious trash talk, whether it be through the entertainment that I brought to the game of football, they just allowed me to be myself. And I think that's one of the privileges that they allowed me to do in not trying to change me. They didn't try to change nothing. They just let Chad be Chad. And that was my privilege. That was my privilege.
Yeah, and that's just the thing, Coach. I was never a guy that I can do this. I'm gonna show up late. I'm gonna be on time because I always knew I ain't gonna always be in high school. I'm gonna leave high school.
Yes,
and
sir.
I never wanted the guys to see if I ever get in Sharpe's position. That's how I'm gonna be lazy,
right?
Blow off meetings, not work hard. Be it high school, college, or the professionals. I always had that. I knew people were watching me, Ocho. I knew that. They knew I had certain privileges. My college coach, his son, told me, my dad treated you more like a son than he treated me.
Dang.
But I didn't abuse those privileges. I went to practice. I worked my ass off because I had a bigger picture. But I also wanted the guys to respect when Coach Davis told them something. I wanted, man, Sharpe ain't do it. Now, if it wasn't right, I would go to Coach Davis and like, Coach, so forth and so on. Now, guys messing up. I mean, but would I throw my weight around?
Right.
Oh, one night a guy. We had during the season. We had bad check. We had curfew. So coach come by, check the rooms. Okay, a guy missing. He called it, Ocho, it's already 11 o'clock. I go to bed. I'm going to bed because I'm up at 7. I'm showering, eat breakfast because my first class is at 8. I went 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12. I was done for the day. Eat, go take a nap, get ready to go to practice.
Right.
Coach come back there. Guy, guess he checked rooms. Guy ain't in the room. He done bam on everybody, got everybody. So I'm out, Ocho. When I'm asleep, I'm one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I ain't nice. I ain't moody. Oh, my grandma said, boy, you got your ass on your shoulder this morning, huh? Yeah. My grandpa used to tell my aunts them how to have, they were moody like that too. My grandfather told my aunts one day, say, if there's something on your mind you want on your ass, because I can put it there.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So Ocho, he bam on the door. We all out. So I'm Ocho, I already got hell in me. I'm sorry, but you know I ain't got no patience, Ocho.
Right.
I already got hell in me. Where is he at? So I'm looking around. I'm looking at the key contributors, like starters, me, Basil. I see the starters, a Squirrel. I see Big Mike. I said, I see everybody that, you know. Where is he? He talking about Danzy ain't make bed check. And if y'all don't tell me where he is, y'all gonna be running. Okay, at 11 o'clock.
Oh, y'all were gonna run that night? Like
yes.
Then? Oh,
that's what he thought. I don't know who told him, but they told him wrong. I said, because I thought I heard him, but maybe I didn't. So I didn't want to overreact, Ocho. I didn't want to jump because I already know how I am. I could easily go from 0 to 1,000, but I didn't want to do that. So I just I'm like, who, coach? Danzy. If y'all don't tell me where he at, y'all gonna run. I said, coach, I got class at 8 o'clock. Then I said, Danzy don't even start. I ain't running nothing. I'm going back to my room. I turned, I walked. Them jokers say, man, Sharpe ain't running. I ain't running either. Everybody came in behind me.
Right.
Oh, I'm not finna do. Bro, he don't even start. He barely played.
Right.
I'm not finna run for that.
Right.
Oh, no. Hell no. Y'all got me toast smooth. Oh. Nah, Leo. Y'all talk about Leo. Leo, that was my senior. Leo was my freshman year. Leo and I came in together. But I don't believe in that. Like I said, Ocho, I don't believe in abuse of power because power will tell you a lot about a person.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to know something about a person, give them power.
Or money, one or the other.
But see, all money does, it makes you more what you already are.
Already are, yeah.
See, if you're a jerk and you give somebody money, now they become an asshole.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying, Ocho?
Yes, sir.
If you got a problem, if you got an eating problem, just like people that have a problem controlling their weight in college, well, ain't nobody got no damn money. Imagine if I give you money and you can go eat what you want to eat whenever you want to eat it.
Yeah.
So money exacerbates already what you are.
Or, yeah.
See, I'm the same person. When I had no money, I would give. I got money, I still give.
Same.
But power, man, think about what it will do to a person and what a person will do to hold on to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, that's a scary thing. That's a scary. Matter of fact, you know what else is scary?
What that?
When you love money so much, when individuals love money so much, you know, they'll do anything to get it.
Yeah, for sure.
They'll do anything
because they look at the end justify the means.
Man, listen.
You heard Nicole Machiavelli, the Dark Prince, says, look, and he paraphrasing here, he says, look, if I'm the prince, and my king and my father is the king and the queen, it's okay to do something bad because the end they were gonna die anyway. Yeah. All I did was speed up the process. That's what power, that's what money will force you. I mean, think about how many times you don't see all those stories that come on, and the wife that killed the husband for money, or the husband killed a wife, or a business partner done something. That's what money will do. That's what power will do. Every time. I'll be broke. Every time. I'll be broke. I love what money allows me to do. Right. Because I don't really do a whole lot for myself. I just love knowing that my family sleeps good at night. Yes, sir. I told him, I say, my sister, my brother, my mom, my kids, they don't, I mean, I was like, I'm the one that's up. Right. Y'all should sleep good. Yeah. Y'all should have Ambien in y'all system. What the hell are you guys worried about? Right. It's me that's staying up late at night, worried about, hey, is everything what it's supposed to be? How is this going? Okay, what's going on with Shay Shay Media? Okay, what's going on with Club Shay Shay? What's going on with Nightcap? What's going on with other pods that I got going on? Is everybody, you try to appease everybody. You try to make things right. You don't try to give anybody any more than the other. I say that's my job. My job is to worry. That's not your job. Right. But nah, Ocho, it's I've always like been in situations, like I said, I've been a damn good player, but I've been a lot better person longer than I've been a good player.
Yeah.
And if you can mix those two together, you got something special.
Yes.
Quincy Wilson will be making history at the 2024 Paris Olympics. The 16-year-old will participate as part of the 4x4 meter relay, becoming the youngest American male to participate in an Olympic track and field event. Wilson will lead off the U.S. relay Friday. Wilson's trip to Paris started off after he secured a time of 45:19 at the hold on. Oh, he got it. Okay, he ran 45:19 at the Florida relays, earning an automatic bid to the trials. While he was unable to qualify during the individual race, he was still added to the pool because he broke the under-18 world record. And before he got there, he ran another race. He ran 44:20, so he's low 44, and so he deserved to get an opportunity. It'd be so cool for him. Like I said, Michael Norman's not running nowhere near that team.
No.
Ain't no way. No, hell no. First of all, go ahead.
Did you just say, how old is Quincy Wilson?
16. He's a sophomore in high school.
You playing.
He's 16.
Quincy Wilson slugged up, just won the 400. Fourth place coming around the curve. Is 16?
No, that's Quincy Hall.
Oh, boy. Whoa. Okay. Man, don't scare me like that, man. Quincy Hall. Okay, yeah. I got my Hall and Wilson mixed up. I'm gonna say what?
Yeah, Quincy Wilson. No, Rod Benjamin's gonna run anchor.
Okay.
Quincy Hall probably should run second leg.
Okay.
And I would use Christopher Bailey as the third leg.
Right.
And even if I don't let the young bull, if I don't let Quincy Wilson, if I don't let him run, that's gonna be between Vernon Norwood and Dedmon. Those are gonna be the guys.
Well, who your first leg?
Oh, Quincy Wilson's gonna lead off. This is the to advance to the finals.
Okay.
In the finals, I would use Dedmon or I would use Vernon Norwood.
Okay.
Both of those guys are in the pool. Both of those guys on the mixed relay. They both ran mid 44. Vernon Norwood normally does a great job. He's been on a gold medal winning team before.
Right.
So is Dedmon. But I would definitely use. I definitely would use one of those guys. Bailey, he ran good in the finals.
Right.
But Rod's going to run anchor. Quincy Hall's probably run second leg. But if the young fella can go sub, say he goes sub. Let's just say he goes sub. Let's say he runs 44.4.
Right.
I wouldn't be afraid to put him in the finals at lead it off.
You know what I think about? I don't like the fact. Obviously, I know Brother Norman didn't run well, but then I'm thinking about where his confidence is right now, especially when it comes to track. I think about your confidence as a receiver when you drop a ball, and you want those next 4 or 5 plays. At some point, you want your coach to still have the trust in you. You still want your quarterback to have the trust in you to throw you that ball again to get your confidence back. Do you think for the semis or for qualifying, you think they put Norman on just to get his confidence back? Just so he's feeling a little better about himself.
I can't give you no confidence.
Performance for the 400. You don't think so?
I can't give you no confidence, Ocho, because all I know is in big meets you blow a gasket every time. Ocho, you wrote it down yesterday. We are what we repeatedly do.
Okay.
We saw this in Tokyo. We saw this at the World Championships. We saw this at this Olympics.
Right.
At least at this Olympics, he made the finals. The last one, I don't even think he made the finals. And if he did, he bombed again.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it from as a competitor, to always get there and to have a showing like you did yesterday. And do the coaches think about that and wanting to help him get his confidence back? Because when you got your confidence, you could damn near do anything. I understand in the past, every time he was supposed to show up when it counts and when it matters most, he hasn't been able to do so. So his confidence has to be shot. It has to be shot, at this point, especially after yesterday.
But how do I give you, Ocho? That's in you. I can believe in you, but do you believe in yourself?
I mean, at this point, he might be down in the dumps. I'm
Okay.
just, and this is coming from someone that is a competitor, just not in track. I just know that feeling of dropping something big and dropping something important. And this is 10 times more than football. Like, you represent your country. You got billions watching you. You got billions with their eyes on you. So I know that feeling is 10 times worse.
Ocho, I've been there. I dropped the touchdown pass that would have given us home field throughout the home field throughout the playoffs in 91 in the South stands.
Yeah.
I called my brother crying.
Yeah.
He asked me, said, "What you crying for?" He said, "You him."
Mm-hmm. That's what he need. That's what Brother Norman need right there.
I tell you what, I said, if I ever get back in that situation again, I said, Lord, all I ask, and I didn't know, 6 years. It took 6 years for me to get back in that situation again.
Yes, sir.
AFC Championship game, 3rd and 8 in all three rivers. You never played in Three Rivers. It's like on levels. It's bouncing. Right. It's going crazy. 24-21. If we don't get this first down, we lose it because we had lost all momentum.
Right.
Give me the ball. Give me the ball. I know where John's going. Everybody know. I don't know if they didn't know, but I know where John was going with the football.
Right.
Because I had been with him the longest. I had made the most plays for him. He was the one that always, hey, I'm looking. Hey, T, I'm looking. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody can't. My brother was always, no matter what, I could hear it. My brother, when I was in high school, Ocho, my brother would leave the University of South Carolina and come. I was mainly a field guy. I long jump, triple jump, discus. My coach, you got him. He was coaching everybody else because I only wanted to hear what he had to say.
Right.
So he was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. You still got the long jump. You still got to throw the disc. This jump, right? The first jump, you need to end the competition.
Right away.
I know if I hit it on the first jump, I'm going to be at least 2.5 feet in front of everybody.
Right.
I ended on the first jump because I got to save my legs because I still got a long jump. I still got to throw the disc and I got to run both relays. So I only got so much in my legs, Ocho.
Right.
I just need, hey, you over rotate. Take your time. Take your time. I mean, we was in the region meet, Ocho. I had scratched twice. Now I'm the reigning a region champ in the disc.
Right.
I had just won the high point trophy for most points accumulated in the track meet in Class A. Because I won the triple jump. I think I got like, what, 3rd or 4th in the long jump. I think I got like 5th in the disc. So I'm down to my last throw. And I just went over there and I just remember getting to myself.
Yeah.
And all I could hear, in my head, all I could hear is say, hey, my brother talking to me now. Go through we've been here before. You're made for this. Last throw won it. So, but I'm a big moment performer.
Right.
People like, well, they call you Shay. They call you Shay. In Baltimore, they call me Big Play Shay. Because if you look at the year we went to the Super Bowl, every big play that we made in the playoffs, I made it. But his confidence, Ocho. But you at the end of the day, I can tell you, Ocho, you that guy. You that guy. Ocho, you that dog. Right. Do you believe Ocho is that dog? It don't matter what I say.
Yeah, I was a dog, man. I wasn't no pit bull. I was a chihuahua, but I was a dog.
So no.
Yeah. But I know it's shot though. You know what I mean? I know it is.
I just, Ocho, normally as the rounds progress, I could tell. I saw him opened up with that 44-10. I said, okay.
Yeah.
And then he followed that up with 44-26. I'm like, nah, you heading the wrong direction.
Right,
Normally,
right.
you gradually, okay,
Right.
you go from say 44.8 to 44.4, and now you're ready. Bro, you don't go 44.10 and start going that way. Look at the guys look at what Quincy Hall, look at his time. Look at what he opened with. Look at the semifinals. Look at the finals. Look at Matthew Hudson-Smith. Look at what he opened with. Look at the semifinals. Look at what he finished with.
Right.
Look at Karani James. Look at that's all I'm saying.
Damn.
But he ain't getting rid of it. Ari Ramsey, a U.S. Rugby Bronze medalist, spoke on healthcare abroad. Ocho, let's take a listen to what she had to say.
All right.
Okay, y'all. So not only in the village do we have free food, but we have free dental, free healthcare. I literally just got a pap smear for free, and I have a dentist appointment, and I exam next week. Like what?
Well, it's the Olympics now. This is the Olympics. They have the best of everything at your disposal, rightfully so.
You think they got more money there or in the U.S.?
Oh, shit, in the U.S.?
That's what she's bringing attention to.
Oh, okay. It ain't nothing gonna change. She can talk all she wants. It's one thing you know about the U.S., boy. We stubborn. And don't care nothing about no protesting. Don't care nothing about what you stand for. We're gonna do things our way. Because those that are in a position of power, if they wanted it free, it would be free. They pick and choose what they want to do now.
The U.S. Country, we sent the most athletes, we won the most medals, and benefits over $70 billion in revenue from sports alone. It's sad that our athletes have to do a routine checkup overseas because it's unaffordable here. It is. I mean, healthcare is
that ain't the only thing that's unaffordable.
You talk about a guy. You talk about a guy that employs people. So I know what healthcare costs.
Oh yeah.
And you talk about a guy that before my daughters got jobs that they were on, and you know what girls cost, because what can girls give you? Kids.
Yeah.
But
you ain't got to tell me. You got to tell me I got 37 of them kids. Shit. I know.
Man, I was like, man, please. I said, I need to open to get me an insurance company. If they nah, we don't cover that. Because they don't cover ish. Nah, we don't cover that. We'll cover the right eye, but we won't cover the left one. I said, well, damn, I need both of you both to see.
But it's crazy. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Ocho, check this out. Jerry Jones spoke about contract talk with Ceedee Lamb and says, I don't have any urgency to get it done. Ceedee caught wind of this and had a very simple response.
LOL.
That on the screen? Yeah, he said LOL.
LOL.
Jerry can't help himself, can he?
I listen, I say it over and over and over. When it was time for Dez to get paid, same thing. When it's time for Zeke to get paid, the same thing. Are you really serious about winning? You need your best player outside of Dak in camp, building that chemistry and that rapport to make sure when the season does start, you hit the ground running. But no, all the talk he's been doing, all I remember is Jerry saying, you know what, this year, this offseason, I'm all in. I haven't seen one sign of being all in and taking your team serious on wanting to reach the end goal of, ending that 25-year Lombardi curse. I mean, it is what it is. And I'm sure at this point, 25 years. 30?
30.
Yeah. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe in a few days, CeeDee Lamb come out and say you want to be traded. I wouldn't be surprised, especially when the owner, you don't say stuff like that. You don't do that. It's bad enough you got the man waiting when it's clear as day. The market is the market. The numbers are the numbers based on what he's done. If you don't want to pay him, let him go.
Hey, all I know is that they said, I tell you, I know a guy didn't have to ever do that. Tony Romo ain't never had a whole contract, did he?
No.
How many times Jason Witten played without a contract?
Boy, don't get me started, boy.
I don't know how Jerry think the price is going to come down. Dak has always Heisman posed Jerry Jones. Mm-hmm. He's never cuddled up to him like Tony Romo did, or like Jason Witten did, or like some of those other guys. So even though he drafted him, Jerry looked like all of his players that Jerry drafts, he looks at them like his kids, and for the most part, they embrace him. Dak is really Dak. Like Dak plays his role very well.
No extra shit. He ain't giving you no extra shit.
No, he ain't one of those guys.
Yes, sir.
But you have to do. You ain't got to pay Dak. Somebody else gonna pay him next year, though.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But what you gonna do with Micah? And that's what I want to know. What you gonna do with Micah? A guy he's been an All-Pro. He's been Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's always on the ballot for Defensive Player of the Year. I just want to know. I hope you think you go. I really hope that you think you gonna give him like $25 million. It ain't happening, bro. It ain't happening. He gonna be the highest paid defensive player.
Oh yeah,
I promise you that.
Most definitely.
And he gonna get $100+ million. Whatever Myles Garrett or Joey Bosa, I don't know who that highest paid is right now. Mm-hmm. But probably it's about to be Micah Parsons in the next 14 months.
Yeah. Probably TJ Watt, I think.
I don't know. It might be Myles Garrett.
Okay.
But highest paid defensive player.
Them boy, it's up there. Somebody said in the chat, Michael Parsons will be an Eagle.
He say he like the Steelers. He say he ain't big on the
And could you imagine Michael Parsons and TJ Watt on opposite sides?
Nick Bosa, how much Nick got? What Nick got? Nick Bosa is the highest paid.
He is?
Average $34 million a year.
Oh shit. Nick Bosa is San Fran or
San Diego? Yeah. Joey is the Chargers.
The Chargers, okay. God damn.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Ceedee saw what Justin Jefferson got.
Yeah.
He saw what Tyreek got. Tyreek.
Everybody, you know what? Chase ain't practicing.
AJ Brown. See,
you heard me?
Cincinnati say, hey, bro, we try to pay, we'll pay you next year. Say, nah.
Jamar, he still ain't practiced yet, huh?
Nope.
And them boys ain't playing, boy. Hey,
nope.
Listen, being able to separate the business side and the love for football is putting the owners in a tough spot. Because them boys say they ain't playing until they get paid, but they standing on business about that too.
Yeah. Well, I hate you know what? If I'm the Players Association, when they come down to that, talking about we go 18 games, I say obviously we're gonna want our cut, but we're gonna get away with these tags. No more franchise tags.
That's a good one.
No more franchise tags.
Matter of fact, what about at the 18 game? You think you could also leverage in guaranteed contracts or no?
Yeah, you can get some. I mean, normally the first 3 years are guaranteed.
Yeah. For the most part.
And so that's why that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get 75-80% of that contract guaranteed. So if I got a $200 million contract, hey, 10. So
they try to backload that bitch.
I'll give it that one. Oh, so I mean, they ain't got nothing to do. You can backload it, but you're gonna front load my bank account. You know that you backload that for cap purposes, but you're gonna front load my bank account.
Okay, yeah, most definitely. That first 3 years is all that matter.
Oh, that's it. Because I already know. But the problem that I have, Ocho, is that that when you outperform the contract, you sign the contract.
Right.
When you underperform the contract, you didn't.
Right.
That's my only problem. I was never one to hold out. But if I sign the contract, so I sign the contract say 5 years. Why are you releasing me? Because you ain't gonna reward me when I overperform. But it's, and then you go talk about we want to restructure. But hold on, let me make sure I hear you correctly. Excuse me. You want me to restructure the contract, Ocho?
Right.
And because I wasn't making the plays that I made when I got the contract, you want me to restructure it and then make the plays that I made when I got the contract. So you're going to give me less money and want me to do more.
Nope.
Because just think about if you was at your job, Ocho, you signed whatever deal you at your job, and you like, man, you know what? I think I want to go work for Apple. I want to go work for Microsoft. I want to go for this. Right. And Apple say, nah, you know what? We're gonna put the tag on you. You got to stay here, and for 1 year or 2 years, take what we pay you. Even though Microsoft might have an extra 50,000, 100,000, whatever the case may be.
No, sir.
I say, bro. Ocho, now it's time for our last segment of the evening, and it's called Q&A.
Q&A.
Honestly, how many players have you, Teddy Hart said, honestly, how many players have you seen in your life that plays basketball better than Kevin Durant? Remember, not a greatness list, just better. He's no lower than 10 for me. I promise y'all, when y'all saw Magic, when y'all saw Bird, when y'all saw Jordan, y'all saw Kobe, y'all saw Duncan, y'all said the exact same thing.
Right.
KD's phenomenal. I mean, what can he do? Score 3 different levels, fouling, go make 90% of his free throws.
Play off the ball.
He doesn't need the ball. He's highly efficient. What's not to like about him? He's special. Okay? I mean, if you don't if that's your list and you don't have him no lower than 10, I'm not gonna fight you. He was great today, but he had to be. Embiid was great today. Steph Curry was magnificent today. LeBron was LeBron.
Yeah, Steph Curry was out there acting like he a 2K player. Green. Man, it was in the green every time that first quarter.
That's why Steph is Steph. Who's surprised by Steph doing that? We've seen him.
At some point,
make 20, 33s in a row.
Yeah, at some point he was going to have a game like this. At some point he was going to be the Steph we're used to seeing in the regular season and just get hot. Hell, he pulled up from the damn logo too and almost hit that.
Yeah. Golf Brother One said the win saved Kerr from being the story. Tatum 6'10", long, one of the top 3 shooters, perfect weapon in Euroball, Nightcap, always winning, bro. For whatever reason, Tatum just haven't seemed like himself. He just hasn't.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs the ball. He's not an off-the-ball player. If you think about it, Ocho, think about what you're asking. You're asking all these guys that's used to having the ball as much as they like.
Right.
To say, you know what? We want you to suppress a lot of who and what you are.
Oh, yeah. Difficult.
I mean, when you really look at it, Steph runs around off 1,000 picks. He's a tremendous shape. KD does that. But Embiid needs the ball.
Yeah.
Book, once they lost CP3, they put the ball in Book hand. He was the point.
Right.
Most of these guys need the ball. You need guys that can play without the ball. That's why you got a Derek White. Because guess what? Derek White has never been the guy. He's always played without the ball.
Right.
True Holiday, he's always been without the ball. Even Halliburton like, yeah, but man, please, I'm happy to be over here. I'm about to get a gold medal.
Right.
Yeah, sure. But he's like, who's he gonna play in front of? LeBron, Steph, KD, Book, Embiid?
No.
Who is he gonna play? He was always gonna be the 12th guy. No matter how you slice it. I don't think we just didn't think Jason Tatum was going to be the 11th guy.
Right.
I think you and I can agree on that. I think the people in the chat can be on that. We always knew Halliburton was going to be the 12th guy. We just didn't anticipate Jason Tatum being the 11th guy.
Right.
We thought, okay, 11th guy, oh, that's gonna be Derek White, and then it goes on accordingly. But we had an idea. The three guys, the guy that took the iconic photo like Bird, Magic, and Jordan was who? LeBron, KD, and Steph.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy. Dang.
Laney Ray said, "Hey guys, haven't heard y'all talk about the U.S. women's indoor volleyball team. They're just giving them the flowers. They beat Brazil. They did.
They beat Brazil today.
And we're going to the gold medal match against Italy. Go Team USA. Yes.
I watched it.
I think is Coach Carras still their coach? I don't know. He might coach the men's now. I used to follow it a lot when they had Logan Tom. They had Destiny Hooker back in 2008, 2012. I used to follow the women's game a lot. I catch it occasionally with the men. Ocho, you talking about some verts?
Oh yeah, but the boy could jump now.
What?
The boys could jump.
Boy, the net 9 foot tall, and they have this over the net.
Yeah, they could jump.
Oh yeah, but yeah, the women. Congratulations to the women. I used to work out Dane Blanton. He's a beach volleyball coach. He's covering the beach volleyball aspect of it. He was a great beach volleyball player. I'm trying to think. He won the beach title back in '96 in Atlanta. I forget who his partner was. Johnston. I forget who his partner was, but I see him all the time at the gym. I think the last time we won beach gold in men was probably Phil Dahlhauser. That might have been.
Well, you be knowing these names, boy. What year was that?
I'm trying to think off the top of my head, Ocho. 20, was it Beijing? Was it Beijing or London? Ash had to take a call. But yeah, the women, I mean, I love hey. Back in the day when your boy was held when he was well, I had a little volleyball player. You know what I'm saying, Ocho?
Yeah.
She about 5'10".
Woo! 5'10".
5'10". She probably about 160.
Woo!
Stacked like dirty laundry in a dorm room.
Boy, you let that get away, huh?
Man, you know me, Ocho. Sometimes your eyes be bigger than your stomach.
Yeah. It happens to the best of us.
It did.
It happens to the best of us.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I was like you know what I'm saying, Ocho. That's why I stay in shape because they like to be carried. They like to be carried, and they see your boy with 130 pounds in each hand. That's 260. Yeah. All the ones they go get on the scale in the morning, they're like, oh, he handling them dumbbells. He can carry me, and you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, it is.
You're thinking of your Macy's Day balloon. I have you up in there.
Like the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Yeah, man. Man, please.
Oh.
Yeah, man. You got to stay strong, Ocho.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you. I mean,
that's Rail trying to tell you, Ocho. You need to get back in the gym.
Listen, no, I'm good now. Listen, Rail touch. How many corners in the room? How many corners in the room? And she hit every last one of them. She touched every corner in the room. I ain't got time to play. Your ass be on the goddamn ceiling fan playing with me.
That's what I'm saying.
See, that's why she went. Well, when she was out there drunk that night, why you think I was so mad? Don't play with me like that, man. Don't play with me. Don't hit me. Talk about what you ready and got me.
You supposed to be. You know what, Ocho? Boy. You supposed to have a bit on them diamonds. And when she walked in the door, you butt naked, and she's supposed to say, "What y'all two doing up?" You know what I'm saying, Ocho? That's how you supposed to have better right at the door. That's how you supposed to better at the door.
Hey,
Ocho.
I know one thing. She out of town right now.
Mm-hmm.
She get back tomorrow. Man. Listen, I'm a peep. Now you got one more. She got two more strikes. That's one. That liquor incident. That was one. Now you come home playing around tomorrow. That's gonna be two.
Mm-mm.
Now, if you three, it's gonna be on the couch.
Mm-mm. Hey, how long she been out of town, Ocho?
She with the kids, they in Tampa. But they ain't even out of town. She down the street.
For every day you out of town, that's a day you got to get it in. So if you out of town for 2 weeks straight, you got to get it in 2 weeks straight.
Now we talking. Now we talking. Now we talking. Now you know I'm fertile now. I can't just be, I can't be moving like that because she
they ain't got nothing to do. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, I know it ain't got nothing to do with you, but she thinks she's slick.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
She's trying to get one up out of me. And I'm done. I'm done.
Hey, I would pretend. Hey, they come in late, Ocho. I pretend like I'm asleep. Hey, Ocho, soon as they snuggle in,
yeah.
I don't scoop them up. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Hey, you ain't tired? No, I've been resting. I've been asleep.
I'm good.
Yeah, when you left the house at 10 o'clock, I slept till 12, knowing you was gonna come in at 1. I'm good.
Hey, hell no.
No, man.
Damn.
We out of questions.
And everybody laughing.
What they laughing at?
In the chat.
Why y'all laughing? What I do? They say you need to go get snipped, Ocho.
Who? Shoot, I tried. She told me no. She told me if I did that, she was gonna leave me.
Yeah, I say I can't. What you call them, Ocho? I can't. They mess around and mess up something, man. Please.
Oh yeah, I ain't playing with that. I ain't playing with that. God, nah. You new to your dog. You spay your dog.
Yeah.
Me? Nah, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I'm telling them. I'm gonna get me something. I'm gonna get me something. I'm gonna call it knock fire. Because I'm gonna knock fire from them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna knock fire. I'm gonna have a little fire emoji. I'm gonna have a little fire emoji on the white wheel.
Right.
That's that knock fire. Man,
Yeah.
why they call it knock fire? Because boy, you knock fire from them.
Fire.
Yeah, man. No, y'all ain't finna get us. But you need to go ahead and do. You need to go ahead and do that.
No. I don't play like that. I don't play like that.
Okay.
I don't mess with God's blessings, man.
Now, Ocho, hold on. They say with 5'5". Now we don't discriminate, but we just saying. I mean, Ocho back before he got rail, he can't be scooping up no 200-pounder, no 220, 230.
But I only dated BBWs before rail. What you talking about?
You ain't doing nothing.
Stop playing with me, man. Shut up, boy. You on, boy. But you don't, yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get myself in trouble. Talk about the past. I don't want to get in trouble. But man,
right now, Ocho, I'm 250. I take anything 15 to 20 pounds under me.
Man, they in your DM.
225. Hey, anything 15 to 20 pounds under me, you good to go.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. I need they in you. I know. Listen.
5'2", 100.
Whoa. 5'2", boy, that's a little pepper.
Hey, a little spinner. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey.
That's a little bell pepper now. 5'2".
Man, hey, when you for the country, you throw a sack of feed over your shoulder.
Right.
Like the caveman.
Carry it.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Well, you said 5'2", 230, boy. That's a bell. That's a bell pepper.
5 foot, 105.
Okay.
To 6'2", 6'3", 240.
Okay. 240?
Yeah. Ocho, I done got old, man. You got to expand the point.
I know.
Man, I ain't in my 20s and 30s. Well, I was like, you got to be that. No, man.
Yeah, you're right. Listen, you're not old. Don't do that. Old is when you can't do for yourself. When when you're born and they had to wipe you and they had to do, that's when you're old. When you hit that stage again for the second time.
Now I just did a long. Hey, I ain't old. Long. Hey, long with the covers. You know what I'm saying? I pitch a tent. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? I got a TP going on in the morning.
You good? There it is. There it is.
And the question I'm asking, why is it like that? You know what I'm saying? You supposed to kick the pole out. You know what I'm saying? Man, hey, thank you guys for joining me for another episode of Nightcap. Yeah. We want to give a special thanks to Gabby Thomas. Gabby, we really, really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. I know our subscribers, our audience, viewing and listening audience, greatly appreciate. Man, you're unbelievable. Your personality, your charm, And congratulations on winning the gold medal in the 200 meters. Please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. And guys, please make sure you go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Every subscriber counts. Make sure you check out my Shea by Laportier. We have it in stock. No long waits. Thank you. If it's not in an area that has it in stores, hopefully we can ship it to the state that you're in. Please go follow my media company page on all platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84. That's 84 spelled out. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. U.S. down Serbia in a thriller, will face France in the gold medal game. They were down by as many as 17, trailed by 13 in the fourth quarter, but great performances by Steph Curry, LeBron James, Joel Embiid, and Kevin Durant lead the Americans back. They win 95-91 in a thriller, and they will face France in the gold medal round. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone wins the 400-meter hurdles in world record time, 50.37. It's the 6th time she's broken the world record. So now she's a 2-time Olympic champ at 400 meters hurdles. She's a 3-time world champ, and she owns the world record. Only Glenn Davis won consecutive golds in the hurdles in 56 and 60. Edwin Moses won in 76 and 84, but because they boycotted the Olympics in 1980. Mm-hmm. Anna Cockrell, congratulations to you, the USC. She went to USC. She's no longer there. She's a professional now. She won the silver medal in her PR at the time of 51.87. Grant Holloway, finally, he's an Olympic champ at 110-meter hurdles, 12.99. He's a 3-time world champ. He finally wins that coveted gold medal that had long eluded him, but he won today. Daniel Roberts, American, took the silver medal. Let's see,
Tebogo
wins the gold medal in the 200 meters with a time of 1946. Kenny Bednarek wins the silver. Noah Lyles wins the bronze. It was reported and confirmed, NBC and I think the BBC confirmed that he was diagnosed with COVID on Tuesday. He's been dealing with that. So he had to fight through, but that's what I'm saying. Comes down to moments. Mm-hmm. Happens all the time in sports. Again, thank Gabby Thomas for the interview. Thank you guys for watching. We're back tomorrow, same time. Thank you guys for joining us. Unc and Ocho are out.
Mañana.